Hello there everyone, my name is Raxby and welcome to Let's Play Aviary Attorney, a game that just released on Steam this week. It's a visual novel type game where you play in the 19th century in Paris and you play as a bird lawyer. It's kind of similar in gameplay to Phoenix Wright from what I understand from the Phoenix Wright series, if anyone knows about that, where you basically get a case and you need to solve it as well as be in court and defend your client essentially. So I'm pretty interested in the game. It looked pretty good from the trailers and from the screenshots that I saw. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into a new game and see what it's all about. So let's go. Is that Monsieur Grenville? Oh mon Dieu. Dame Catherine, what have you done? Act 1. A cat with claws. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Pas a Cabernet Sauvignon. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize for my poor French pronunciations right off the bat. It's not my strongest language. There will be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Spurson. You may have the honors. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Catherine, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Concierge prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pertois de... Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. But yes, Seigneur Pertois. That is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that, the Demure estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Catherine, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Catherine in court? Of course. I would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through her feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Concierge. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Seigneur Demio's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Oh, and now we have an evidence folder, and the letter is there. You may access the evidence folder at any time. Alright, by clicking the little suitcase. Nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he is carrying at any one time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. Alright, that's pretty cool. Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. So yeah, that's another thing. In Phoenix Wright you don't really have as much of a time system, but here they do actually have a time system. So if you actually travel to a different location, it may take up time to travel there. And of course you only have a certain amount of time. You know, the trial is in 3 days. So if you waste too much time, you can miss out on evidence and fail to solve the court case or not get the best ending you could. Anyway, we were just in the Aviary Attorney offices. So yeah, I guess the only place we can go right now is La Concierge. So let's head there now. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer at the concierge prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the concierge. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Catherine Demieux. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're a liar, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. Okay, well, we'll follow this fine fellow and... My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Catherine Demieux, I presume? You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh, Falcon, you poor buddy. But it's pretty interesting how we're defending a cat when we're birds. That's kind of funny. Well. See, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off. Good job, Sparrowson. Good thinking ahead. Let's get down to business. Could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Okay. So... what can we ask about? Let's start. What happened on the night of the murder? I think that's pretty good to get her side of the story as well. What exactly happened? Let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Grenier, the home of the great Baron Girl. Yeah, I can't pronounce that name. My papa spent all evening talking with the monsieur and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took her photograph. That was a lot more fun. A man with a what? Took your what? Yeah, Falcon hasn't heard of selfies, clearly. A camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Psh, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. So we have a camera added to our evidence folder. By the way, we haven't checked it yet. So we can't. Okay, so this is the letter. Can we do anything with it? No, not really. We just get a little description of it. And yeah, a photographer named Robitio. Okay. Okay, well that's good to know. And how much money do we have? We have 20 francs. Okay. Which was the currency in France at the time, that in the 19th century. Alright, please continue. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Of course. We should also know who else was there. Then we know any other potential suspects. That's always good to know. Well, there was me and my papa. The dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron, who hosted the dinner. His housemate, Colline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille. Well, until, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, the man with the camera. But he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? So I have a few more suspects, or possible suspects now. Finally, did you see anything suspicious? That would really help us out. Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? You said the food was delicious, but you didn't say what food it was. Dun dun dun. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had a poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Then a marbled steak, served perfect bloody rare. Glorious, Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. He just wants to have a new recipe to try out. Oh, Sparrowson. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. This is a red herring. Isn't that... I believe that's actually like... a red herring means like it's a false clue or something. So it would be really funny if this was like an actual great clue. That's kind of interesting. Okay, let's keep moving on. And also a bloody rare steak. Okay. Sparrowson, remind me to not let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? No, you would think the great Baron would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to the chateau and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves, and we should try to track down this supposed photographer. Or track down. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice? We can just stay quiet. Yeah, I believe you. Of course, Dame Cataline. It's our duty as lawyers. And as gentlemen. To have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you. Thank you both. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. So I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. Sparrowson, the original Mark Zuckerberg. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. That's clever. I like these developers. Alright, so we have, of course, Jayjay Falcon, the Aviary Attorney himself. We have Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. You can clearly see who writes these descriptions. We have Pertois Damiot, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pertois hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. We have Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general, even though he is an animal. We have Caroline Demois, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois Damiot. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Granway, and then Granway, of course, the froggy businessman who was found murdered, a colleague of Pertois and Rogueux. Alright, that's good to know, and we could flip it over and could find many more people, but not quite yet. Alright. Let's make a move. Sounds good.